Tomatoes are the primary dietary source of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant carotenoid that gives tomatoes their red color and has been extensively studied for its potential protective effects against certain cancers, particularly prostate cancer. Beyond lycopene, tomatoes provide vitamins C and K, potassium, and folate. They're a staple in numerous cuisines and consumed in various forms worldwide. The challenge with tomatoes is their susceptibility to devastating fungal diseases, particularly late blight and early blight, the same pathogen that caused the Irish potato famine. These diseases can destroy entire crops rapidly, leading to intensive and repeated fungicide applications throughout the growing season. Additionally, tomatoes attract various insects including hornworms, aphids, and whiteflies, requiring insecticide use in conventional production. The thin skin of tomatoes allows pesticide penetration into the flesh. The acidic nature of tomatoes may interact with certain pesticide compounds in ways we don't fully understand. Testing consistently finds multiple pesticide residues on conventional tomatoes, though typically fewer than on some other produce items. Processing tomatoes into products like canned tomatoes, tomato paste, and tomato sauce can concentrate both nutrients and pesticides. The cooking and reduction process that concentrates lycopene also concentrates any pesticide residues present in the original fresh tomatoes. This means that while canned tomato products are convenient and actually enhance lycopene bioavailability through cooking, they may also represent concentrated pesticide exposure if made from conventional tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes and grape tomatoes have different surface-to-volume ratios than large slicing tomatoes, which affects contamination levels. The smaller tomatoes have more skin relative to flesh, potentially meaning higher skin-related residue exposure per serving. However, they're also often grown in greenhouse environments with potentially different pest management approaches. Greenhouse hydroponic tomatoes, increasingly common in supermarkets year-round, present a complex picture. They're grown in controlled environments, which can reduce some pest pressures, but they're not necessarily grown without pesticides. The hydroponic system eliminates soil-borne diseases, but doesn't prevent all pest and disease issues. Understanding the specific growing practices requires more transparency than most labeling provides. Interestingly, cooking tomatoes significantly increases lycopene bioavailability. The heat breaks down cell walls and converts lycopene to a form your body absorbs more efficiently. This is one case where processed tomato products actually offer nutritional advantages over raw tomatoes. However, if those processed products come from conventional tomatoes, you're also getting concentrated pesticide exposure. For practical decision-making, consider segmenting your tomato purchases. Fresh tomatoes for salads, where you eat them raw and get the full skin exposure, warrant organic selection more strongly. For tomato sauce and paste that you're buying processed, seeking organic canned products reduces concentrated pesticide exposure. Many stores now offer organic tomato products at reasonable price premiums, often just 20 to 30% more than conventional. If you cook with tomatoes frequently, especially making sauces from scratch, using organic tomatoes makes sense. The multiple pounds of tomatoes that reduce down to a cup of sauce represent concentrated exposure. For occasional fresh tomato use, conventional tomatoes with thorough washing represent a reasonable compromise. One effective strategy is peeling tomatoes for cooked dishes. Blanching tomatoes briefly in boiling water makes the skin slip off easily, removing surface residues while maintaining the cooked lycopene benefits. This doesn't address systemic pesticides, but reduces surface contamination. For raw consumption, organic tomatoes during peak summer season provide the best combination of safety, flavor, and often moderate pricing.